The Boeing 737 MAX is the fourth generation of Boeing 737, a narrow-body airliner manufactured by Boeing Commercial Airplanes. It succeeds the Boeing 737 next generation and competes with the Airbus A320neo family. The 737 MAX is based on earlier 737 designs, with more efficient CFM International LEAP-1B engines. Aerodynamic changes, including its distinctive split-tip winglets, and airframe modifications. The new series was publicly announced on August 30, 2011. It took its maiden flight on January 29, 2016 and was certified by the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration in March 2017. The first delivery was a MAX 8 in May 2017 to Malindo Air, with whom it commenced service on May 22, 2017. The 737 MAX series has been offered in 4 variants, offering 138 to 204 seats in typical 2-class configuration and a 3,215 to 3,825 nmi range. The 737 MAX 7, MAX 8, and MAX 9 are intended to replace the 737 to 700, -800, and -900 respectively, and a further stretched 737 MAX 10. As of November 2020, the Boeing 737 MAX had a backlog of 3,290 units. The 737 MAX was grounded worldwide from March 2019 to November 2020. After a recurring failure in the maneuvering characteristics augmentation system caused 2 fatal accidents, Lion Air Flight 610 and Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302, in which 346 people died. Investigations faulted a cover-up of a known defect by Boeing, and lapses in the certification by the FAA. After the fatal accidents, Boeing suspended production in January 2020 with approximately 400 MAX airplanes awaiting delivery, and modified the MCAS. Production resumed in May 2020 at a low rate. On November 18, 2020, the FAA cleared the MAX to return to service once necessary design modifications have been made. Transport Canada and EASA both cleared the MAX in late January 2021, subject to additional requirements. After being charged with fraud, Boeing settled to pay over $2.5 billion. In 2006, Boeing started considering the replacement of the 737 with a clean sheet design that could follow the Boeing 787 Dreamliner. In June 2010, a decision on this replacement was postponed into 2011. On December 1, 2010, Boeing's competitor, Airbus, launched the Airbus A320neo family to improve fuel burn and operating efficiency with new engines, the CFM International LEAP and the Pratt & Whitney PW1000G. In February 2011, Boeing's CEO Jim McNerney maintained, "We're going to do a new airplane." In March 2011, BCA President James Alba told participants of a trade meeting the company was not sure about a 737 re-engine, like Boeing's Ford James A. Belt stated at an investor conference the same month. The Airbus A320neo gathered 667 commitments at the June 2011 Paris Air Show for a backlog of 1,029 units since its launch, setting an order record for a new commercial airliner. On July 20, 2011, American Airlines announced an order for 460 narrowbody jets including 130 A320 source and 130 A320 neos, and intended to order 100 re-engined 737s with CFM LEAPs. Pending Boeing confirmation, the order broke Boeing's monopoly with the airline and forced Boeing into a re-engined 737. As this sale included a most favored customer clause, Airbus has to refund any difference to American if it sells to another airline at a lower price. So the European manufacturer was unable to offer it at a price which United Airlines deems competitive, leaving it with a Boeing-skewed fleet. On August 30, 2011, Boeing's board of directors approved the launch of the re-engined 737, expecting a 4% lower fuel burn than the Airbus A320neo. Studies for additional drag reduction were performed during 2011, including revised tail cone, natural laminar flow nacelle, and hybrid laminar flow vertical stabilizer. Boeing abandoned the development of a new design. Boeing expected the 737 MAX to meet or exceed the range of the Airbus A320neo. Firm configuration for the 737 MAX was scheduled for 2013. In March 2010, the estimated cost to re-engine the 737. According to Mike Baer, Boeing Commercial Airplanes Vice President of Business Strategy and Marketing, would be $3 billion, including the CFM engine development. During Boeing's Q2 2011 earnings call, former S4 James Bell said the development cost for the airframe only would be 10 to 15% of the cost of a new program estimated at $12 billion at the time. Bernstein Research predicted in January 2012 that this cost would be twice that of the A320neo. The MAX development cost could have been well over the internal target of $2 billion and closer to $4 billion. Fuel consumption is reduced by 14% from the 737NG. Southwest Airlines was signed up as the launch customer in 2011. In November 2014, McNerney said the 737 would be replaced by a new airplane by 2030. Probably using composite materials that would be slightly bigger and have new engines, but would retain the 737's general configuration. On August 13, 2015, the first 737 MAX fuselage completed assembly at Spirit Aerosystems in Wichita, Kansas, for a test aircraft that would